Hi Mark. First of all, I thought I would introduce you to how I make my stencils in the first place, and that is using a Cricut machine. Quite a big investment, but my God, it saved me some time. So it's maybe something you weren't aware of that you might like to consider. Here's the basic canvas that you work on. You can upload your own images. I create mine in Adobe Illustrator, but to be honest, a black and white photo will probably do. You just click on the upload image, look in your files for what you're hoping to upload. I've put a few in here that are inspired by the sort of images that you put on your plates. So this is me just sorting through the files. Once you find one in black and white, you click on upload and open. You then select how complicated the image is. These are quite simple, and you can actually delete bits that you don't want. You're then given a choice whether you would like to cut the image or print and cut the image, and I've selected cut the image. And as you can see, there's a few here that I've already created and uploaded, and I'm selecting these now to put into the workspace. So I just click on the screen, spread them about, makes life a bit easier. And from this screen I can alter the size of the image. I can flip it over, I can duplicate it, I can do all sorts of things with it. So if you want one image but in various sizes, this is a really quick way of doing it. And if you're familiar with any sort of graphics programs on a computer, you'll recognise that it's not dissimilar to Photoshop and other similar programs. So you can distort it, etc., etc. Once you've happy with the screen, you just select what paper you're using, your materials, how many copies. So if you want to do 6-10 copies of the same thing, it's easy to do that. You don't have to do 10 flowers individually. The machine will do that for you, so you can have a sheet of the same shape, and then you just make it basically. So once you've fiddled about and you're quite happy with what you've got, you select make it. So once you've worked out what size paper you're using and you've got your mat ready to put in the machine, it will work out how the images will actually fit onto that piece of paper for you. So there's no need for you to sit there working it all out for yourself. You just put in all the images and it will, depending on what size of workspace you're using, i.e. A4 paper, it will set that up accordingly. And so I've pressed make it now. I'm selecting the type of material and it's telling me what to do next, and I get a flashing sea light, and that's it. It's as simple as that. That's the machine up and running and printing. So this is the Tyvek going through the machine. Sorry about the poor quality of the picture, it's because I filmed it using the portrait angle of my phone rather than the landscape, and so you've got two different sizes of screen, confusing the system. But hopefully there's enough here for you to be able to see how this machine actually works. So at this point you would be going around your drawings with a scalpel. This machine is doing it all for me, making life so much easier. And it doesn't take that long to do a sheet, maybe couple of minutes. That's me taking it out the machine. As you can see, the shapes come out really clearly. I'm peeling it off the sticky backing mat that holds the paper in place, and then I'm what they call weeding the actual design. So you have a little tool and you scrape away, so any bits that are in the middle you pull out, and that's it basically. I now have my lovely Tyvek stencils, masks, whatever you want to call them, ready to gather up and use. And as you can see, a bit quicker than a scalpel. I would also add they're a lot stronger, so if I were to do this with newsprint, I would have probably torn most of them by now, peeling them off a sticky mat. I can cut newsprint on this machine, but I must say the Tyvek is a whole lot easier to handle, far more robust.